Snipers, you have to see what's happening. The Bitcoin price this Wednesday, halfway through the week, and Bitcoin has yet to get above its 20-week moving average at 21,000 US dollars. That's the major resistance level that we're currently watching right now. But what about the revolving parts? Are there any hints as to what the next move is going to be? Let's dive straight into the chart, Snipers. As always, here on the Snipers channel, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you support these 6 a.m. updates. Bitcoin right now, 20,600. You can see here what's so important about this current resistance level. Well, if we were to just draw out this resistance right here for Bitcoin, you can see it coincides here with the 20-week moving average. You can see we wicked above the 20-week moving average. We are below the 20-week moving average, and we've yet to break above the 20-week moving average with decisiveness. What's so important about the 20-week moving average? Well, the 20-week moving average is the bull market resistance band. When you're above the 20-week moving average, you are progressing into a bull market. Every time Bitcoin has stayed below the 20-week moving average for a prolonged amount of time and then has gotten above its 20-week moving average, it has moved into an extremely bullish uptrend. And that's also across the board with equity markets as well. Not a coincidence that if we look at what's happening to the S&P 500 right now, you can see we are also facing this 20-week moving average. Now, the S&P 500 shows a little bit more strength here. You can see the weekly candle currently green, has a nice wick there, and it looks like it shouldn't be too tough for the S&P 500 to get above the 20-week moving average, and then we'll face the real level of resistance, which is the bear market resistance level. So we're able to see the S&P 500 move up above this 20-week moving average, which could happen by the time that you're watching this video. Then that gives Bitcoin the all clear to come and back test this major resistance here at 24,300, which we've tested in the past. We've seen a rejection, and now we have the case of the double bottom. Remember, Snipers, that double bottom we were talking about, that case that we were going to potentially make here, that Bitcoin is going to double bottom, is now coming true. And why wouldn't that be a surprise when Bitcoin formed a double top to begin with? And so a double bottom wouldn't be a surprise here. And so getting above that 20-week moving average opens up the door to 24,300. And that is exactly why the immediate short-term resistance right now in the short-term timeframes is 21,000 US dollars. And then getting above that, once again, is what's going to open up the door to about a 15% move. So 21,000 US dollars, and then we open up that door. If we stay inside of this range, we know the major support is going to be 20,000, that break even, where we have confluence with the previous weekly open and the 2018 previous all-time high. For Ethereum, we're talking about 1760 and 1980 on the table. We can even call it 2000. If we start to see some upside momentum, Ethereum is already above its 20-week moving average, and so it has a little bit more room to go to the upside. And especially with the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, you can see we do have some room all the way up to 88,300 Satoshis. Now, what happens if we break above 88,300 Satoshis? You know damn well I'm going to get a video up saying that this is an emergency update for Ethereum, because we may even see Ethereum move back into price discovery. We know that the merge is already done with, and that is certainly a possibility with the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart showing strength against Bitcoin breaking new yearly highs. Has it happened yet? No. Could it happen? There's a slight chance it could happen. Why is Ethereum above the 20-week moving average right now and Bitcoin isn't? That's some food for thought. And then let's wrap up and talk about some revolving part, Snipers. The DXY continuing to cool off. Would it make sense for the DXY to top here? Well, why not? We're looking at this major resistance. We called this out first on the Snipers channel. It dates back to 2008. You can see since we've hit 114, we have yet to see the DXY form new highs. We've seen the DXY reverse here in the past. We've seen bull markets come as a result of hitting this resistance level. Why wouldn't it happen again? And that's exactly why the DXY has been cooling off for 114. We've been continuing to monitor that. Other than that, I would say that everything else is quite stale. Other than the Bitcoin SPY chart, my gosh, look at this beauty here. Holding previous resistance as support. This is what we want to see to assume that uptrend is still intact here for Bitcoin and that it has the potential to outperform the S&P 500 at any given moment. And then with that being said, Snipers, I will wrap up by saying the Bitcoin against money supply, you can see slightly closer to the 20-week moving average in the Bitcoin to US dollar price. We're looking at Japan. China was up over 3%. Euro was up over 1%. So international markets look fine. Things aren't looking too bad for the overall markets. It looks like we have a potential reversal on our hands. We're seeing Dogecoin make major moves. I think it was up 11% today. So let's see what happens, snipers. Thank you all for tuning into the Snipers channel for the 6 a.m. update. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you support this content. And until next time, snipers.